What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Liberation Room. I'm Hanson. Today I have a deadly combo for you. The Modern Warfare guns seem to be making a comeback in the meta, and I, for one, could not be happier. The Cold War guns just always seem to feel awkward for me, with a few exceptions like the Creation Mag 10. However, myself, my friend Michael Duty, and also my friend Justin Quinn, who you've seen on the channel a few times, competed in a kill race tournament the other day, and we clapped some lobbies. Unfortunately, one team squeaked out past us, leaving us second place. But this combo, the M4 and the Modern Warfare AUG, were slapping. Not to mention, I did miss my crisp and clean blue dot optic, which I was running on it as well. So we're going to take a look at the loadout I was running, but I also want to take this moment to tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you, from friends that have watched this and supported me from the very beginning to those of you who are strangers and found me as well. Again, I say thank you. And those of you who aren't yet subscribed, please do so, and I will try my absolute very best to get you some quality content on not just Warzone, but some other games as well. So, thanks again. Let's jump over to the loadout creator and see what we can do here. Thanks. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the loadout maker and see what we got going on here. So like I said, it's going to be the M4A1s in the assault rifle category. You're going to scroll past all the crap Black Ops guns and finally get down here to assault rifle Charlie M4A1. So I do use the blueprint. You don't have to, but I did. It doesn't really change anything with the gun. There's no pay to win as far as the M4 is concerned. So I was running the Soulful Wanderer skin. Now, the first thing obviously we're going to take a look at is the... I'm going to go ahead and clear all these out. First thing we're going to look at is the barrel. For the barrel, you want to run the stock M16 Grenadier. It's going to give you increased damage range, increased bullet velocity, and recoil control. It is going to hurt your aim down sight and movement, but we're going to work on that in a second. So I did throw on the Old Faithful since it was a little bit darker, and I kind of like the darker look. Obviously, you're in Warzone, you need to be suppressed. So that's very important. And as far as Modern Warfare suppressors, Monolithic is always the way to go. So we're going to throw a Monolithic on there. Now we're looking at underbarrels. For the underbarrel, I like a little bit of the recoil stabilization and aiming stability, and it only knocks a little bit of movement speed. Because when we go down here to Ranger foregrip, we start to lose some other stuff. So I'm sticking with Commando foregrip. I know that goes against an older video I have as far as underbarrel attachments, but Commando just does feel, it does have a better feel to it. So I am running the Commando foregrip. Now, running trios. Running trios, you might run into needing a 60 round mag. However, my aim isn't terrible, so I try to run 50 round. I was running 50 round mags because of the magazine capacity of my SMG. I knew I could turn to it, have plenty of rounds to finish off, to get to beating up the rest of the team, whatever it may be. So 50 round magazine, and now we're looking at optic. So we're gonna run down here. And you can do, for me, I run the hollows. And the reason is because I have the blue dot optic unlocked. So I usually do Core Combat Hollow Sight, customize blue dot. Now, if you don't have blue dot, don't run this because the base reticle for it is kind of trash. If you don't have that, then I recommend just running the VLK. It's a very crisp red dot. So that's something I would recommend if you don't have the blue dot unlocked. However, I do, so I stick with that, with the blue dot. And that's it. That's the loadout I ran for my M4. Now we're going to jump over and check out the AUG. Just ignore my phone. Just going to jump in the AUG. Now, something with the AUG. Do not use the base AUG. The iron sights on it do not look good. The best iron sights I've seen out of one of the blueprints so far is... I gotta see the color of it up there. Just Slipper Clutch. It's got this weird blue color. It's got like a neon green front post sight, so it looks very crisp. Once again, Monolithic is the best suppressor you can get, so we're gonna throw that on. Don't run a barrel. These barrels really hurt your ADS, so I did not run a barrel. So I pull that off. Laser. We're gonna run tack laser. That's going to give you better aim down sight, better aiming stability, aim walking steadiness. All it is a laser visible to enemies, which if your movement's decent, that's not going to be a huge factor. I'm going to pull that for now. Stippled grip tape is what I was running. This increases my ADS and my sprint to fire speed. So when I'm running and gunning through a small confined area, I can be a lot more snappy. Forge Tack CQB comb. This is going to be me better aim down sight, less aiming stability, but work on that aim, work on learning the pattern of it, and it's not terrible. I'm still kind of learning the pattern on it, so just keep that in mind. Now, the biggest change you're gonna have to make is switching out of these 9mm rounds into the 5.56. You could run this the 30 round. I've tried it. I watched Jay God's video on it. He agrees. It just doesn't have quite enough rounds for me to be comfortable. So, and running this one, the 60 round, lets me use it as a secondary much more easy. So I do run the 60 round drum mag on the AUG. And that's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at for the AUG. Now, got alarms and all kinds of stuff going on. For this, I just ran EOD, ran Overkill, and I ran Amped. Combat Scout is cool, but for me, I'm able to ping stuff pretty easy while I'm shooting. Now, on console, I know that's a pain to ping while you're shooting. So for console guys, I understand running Combat Scout. Quinn was running it, and that's great because that helped me a lot. But as far as for me, I would rather have Amped since I'm able to ping while I'm shooting. So I'm running Amped. Lethal, running a Semtex heartbeat sensor for my tactical, obviously. I was running, I have two different Ghost loadouts right now. This is the one I was using though. For me, I've gotten where I really prefer High Alert versus Ghost. It's just a personal preference between that and Ghost. But for me, I like to know when someone's looking at me. This has saved me way more times than I think Ghost has. Personal preference, again. But for me, High Alert's the way to go, and perk 1 and 3 don't change. So that's it. I tried to keep this video brief for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you run this. It's a lot of fun. It's so nice to get back to some of the Modern Warfare guns. And we will see you guys next time in the Deliberation Room. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. See ya.